Hey, I'm Chris, and I just finally got around to reading the comic book adaptation of Thrawn that Marvel did a while back. It's an adaptation of Timothy Zahn's novel that brought Thrawn back in 2017 to the Disney canon. And it's pretty good, but it is, as you might expect, very much kind of a Cliff Notes version almost of what the actual story is, because it's only 146 comic book pages long. And, the actual novel is 448 pages of text, all text. So they had to cut some stuff out here and there. I actually experienced Thrawn first as an audiobook right when it came out in 2017. That doesn't really show up so well, but so I thought it'd be cool to kind of compare the audiobook to what is in the Marvel comic, so you can get just kind of an idea of what it sounds like as an audiobook, first of all, and also, what is cut out and that sort of thing. So have a look at this, and I think you'll find it pretty interesting. This is a scene very early on where Thrawn has been taken in by the Imperials and he's meeting Emperor Palpatine. In the comic, it's 5 pages long, and in the audiobook, it's about 22 minutes long.
Eli had almost managed to convince himself that the group would merely be meeting with some palace official when they were ushered past a pair of red-robed and red-helmeted Imperial guards into the Emperor's throne room. Even more than Coruscant itself, the hollows and vids Eli had seen of Emperor Palpatine paled in comparison with the real thing.
Captain Park,
the Emperor said at last, his gravelly voice neutral.
I'm told you bring me a gift.
Eli winced. A gift? For the Chiss of the stories, that would have been a deadly insult. Thrawn was behind him, and Eli didn't dare turn around, but he could imagine the expression on that proud face.
I do, Your Majesty,
Park said, bowing low.
A warrior reportedly of a species known as the Chiss.
Indeed, the Emperor said, his voice growing even drier.
And what, pray tell, would you have me do with him?
If I may, Your Majesty, Thrawn put in before Park could answer. I am not merely a gift. I am also a resource. One you have never seen the like of before, and may never see again. You would do well to utilize me.
Would I?
The Emperor said, sounding amused.
Certainly you're a resource of unlimited confidence. What exactly do you offer, Chiss?
As a start, I offer information, Thrawn said. If he was offended, Eli couldn't hear it in his voice. There are threats lurking in the unknown regions. Threats that will someday find your empire. I am familiar with many of them.
I will learn of them soon enough on my own,
the Emperor countered placidly.
Can you offer anything more?
Perhaps you will learn of them in time to defeat them, Thrawn said. Perhaps you will not. What more do I offer? I offer my military skill. You could utilize that skill in making plans to seek out and eliminate these dangers.
These threats you speak of,
the Emperor said.
I presume they're not simply threats to my empire?
No, Your Majesty, Thrawn said. They are also threats to my people.
And you seek to eliminate all such threats to your people?
I do. The Emperor's yellowish eyes seemed to glitter.
And you wish the help of my empire?
Your assistance would be welcome, the Emperor said.
What exactly do you wish from my empire?
A state of mutual gain, Thrawn said.
I offer my knowledge and skill to you now, in exchange for your consideration to my people in the future. And when that future comes, what if I refuse to grant that consideration?
Then I will... Chapter 3. War is primarily a game of skill. It is a contest of mind matched against mind, tactics matched against tactics. But there is also an element of chance that is more suited to games of cards or dice. A wise tactician studies those games as well, and learns from them. The first lesson of card games...
So yeah, basically, if you're trying to decide which version of Thrawn you want, I would actually suggest both. I would suggest the comic book and the book or audiobook if you prefer that. I think the comic actually does a nice job of being a Cliff's Notes version and kind of, taking all the important things and making it one cohesive story that, you know what happened, but you also don't really get inside of Thrawn's head that much. And so obviously the book or the audiobook has a lot more to offer there. I really like the audiobook. I think it's read very well. And I recommend it. It's kind of up to you. I think you have a pretty good idea by now which would be the right choice for you. Again, I think both are a good solid choice.